Hey, welcome back everyone. Ronnie here again from Total BMX. And today I'm going to talk about BMX pegs. And I'm going to try and do this in one take without making any mistakes. So wish me luck. And if I make any mistakes, forgive me. I'm only human after all. Right, so I've got here an old V1 Total BMX Skinnies peg. And that's made out of 7075 alloy. Next in line is an old treasure of mine. This is a titanium BMX peg. I think this one's an Odyssey one. From memory, they were made circa early 2000s, I think. Somebody could put me right on that. Also a light peg. And last but not least, I've got an old generic, just a regular steel peg, chromoly steel. And I've obviously in the past put a Total BMX sticker on it. Don't ask me why, because it's not actually a total peg, it's pretty much just a catalogue job. So there's the three pegs. They're all old, they've all been used, they've all been battered. Anyway, this is all about the different properties of these pegs, what they got going for them, what they've got going against them. So obviously the Total BMX Skinnies peg is very light. And it's reasonably durable, being made out of 7075 alloy, which is one of, if not the toughest aluminium you can use for CNC products. Next in line, we've got the titanium peg. It is much tougher than the Total BMX Skinnies peg. It also grinds a bit faster and creates a ton of sparks if it clips a bit of cement, concrete, brickwork, stuff like that. So that can be real good fun, especially at night time. And lastly, we've got the regular just steel peg, which is what most brands are knocking out for particularly street riding, because they're durable and they grind much faster than an alloy peg on a rail, which is obviously really important. Now, why do all these different pegs exist? Well, all different riders have got different wants and needs, right? So the street rider wants a hardcore peg that's durable, that you can grind concrete ledges, brick ledges, cement ledges, whatever it is, and fly down rails with no resistance. And it's going to be tough and fast. So the steel peg works. However, that steel peg is really heavy. So if you're a park rider, you're going to be like, nah mate, too heavy. Titanium peg. It's kind of in the middle when it comes to weight between the regular steel and like the Total BMX Skinnies peg. However, it's extremely expensive and I don't think anybody's even making them anymore, which is why I've held on to this one for so long. I mean, I think back in the day when these were around, they were roughly 100 quid a peg. So you're talking like, you know, back in the day, I used to run 4 pegs. That was 400 quid to deck your bike out and tie pegs. So pretty mental. And the Total BMX peg, super lightweight, by far the lightest peg out of the pegs on show here today, even though the steel peg is much shorter than both the tie peg and the Total BMX Skinny peg. So what's great about the Total BMX peg is it's perfect peg if you're a park rider, because riding park, the weight really is going to affect your riding. You don't want 4 super heavy or even 2 super heavy steel pegs on your bike. It will really affect the tricks, which is why there are a few parkers who aren't even running pegs now. Quite a lot of the guys you see riding the big top contests now are not running pegs. I mean, partly because peg riding doesn't seem to be rewarded in competition. Outside of competition, super respected. You look at people like Mark Webb and Alex Colborn, who obviously ride for Total BMX. Now, this skinny peg was designed and developed specifically for that type of rider, a rider who wants to run pegs, but wants their bike to be as light as it can be. So let's get them on the scales. That'll be good fun. Okay, I'm back and I'll fix the battery for now anyway. Right, so let's get the regular steel peg, the one that I recommend for street riding use, onto the scale. And you're going to see that's 194 grams for one peg. That's pretty heavy. So let's see that in ounces. That's 6.85 ounces. Okay, so there's our benchmark. Next up, I'm going to pop on the titanium peg. Much lighter at 4.5 ounces. Let's find that in grams. 127 grams versus 192, was it 194 for the steel peg? Okay, so 127 grams to beat. Let's tear that up. Get that back to zero. That's back to zero. Okay, and finally, the Total BMX 7075 pegs, the perfect park riding peg, and look at that, 82 grams. So the Total BMX skinny pegs don't even weigh even half as much as the regular kind of street style steel pegs, when that's massive. So it's 2.9 ounces, okay, against the regular street style chromoly peg, 6.8. So it's like 2.5. So running one of these steel pegs is like kind of running 2.5 total pegs. So if you like emulate that across, you know, back and front, 2 pegs, it's a lot of weight you're saving, like a huge amount. But like I say, that's ideal for your park rider. But if you're going to ride street, you probably want a chromoly peg. So there you have it. Massive difference in weight from the heaviest, 6.9. Let's tear that back to zero. Titanium peg, 4.5 ounces. Damn it. And last but not least, the aluminium alloy 7075 peg, 2.9. So there it is. That's all I can really tell you about pegs. Any questions? Put them in the comments, because I'm sure there's lots of things that I've missed out or a couple of mistakes I've made. But there you go. Cheers for watching.